Welcome 7th graders. Today we're going to review how to solve one-step equations. We solve a lot of one-step equations in 6th grade and we spend a good deal of time on them. Today there's really one lesson, so we are reviewing all kinds of one-step equations, okay? Alright, in your notebook, in the table of contents, as well as in your notes, go ahead and write objective. I can solve one-step equation. If you need to pause it, you can pause that video at any time. Alright? So what's an equation? An equation is a mathematical sentence that has an equal sign, and it is like a balance scale. Okay, as you can see, there is a balance scale here. Why is it balanced? Because I have the same amount on each side. So each equation has a left and right side separated by an equal sign, like a balance beam scale that has also left and right side. And all the time I have to keep them balanced. Go ahead and pause the video and take those notes, please. Alright, we are going to continue. Next one. We have to review basic rules for solving equations. The first one is to isolate a variable. You remember that the variable is selfish. It wants to be on one side of the equation all by herself, okay? It doesn't want any other numbers there. Then we have to follow golden rule. Do you remember what the golden rule is? That's right. Whatever I do to one side, I'll do to the other one. So go ahead and write it. Whatever I do to the one side of the equation, I have to do to the other. Okay. And finally, inverse operation. So what are inverse operation? Well, what are opposite operation? So opposite of addition is subtraction, opposite of subtraction is addition, opposite of multiplication is division, and opposite of division is multiplication. So I have to check what I have, and to get rid of the number, I do inverse operation. I would like you to have this also in your notes. So pause, and go ahead and write your notes. Alright, you should be back with me. So let's look at this equation. X minus 34 equals negative 46. There's a subtraction here. I have to get rid of negative 34. So what's opposite of negative 34? Well, it's positive 34. But with a golden rule, whatever I do to the one side of the equation, I have to do to the other side. So it's positive 34. Okay, so what's left over? On the left side, my 34s cancel each other out. So I have X. On my right side, I have to be careful with a sign. I have different signs, so I have to subtract. Okay, I have to subtract. So 6 minus 4 is 2. 4 minus 3 is 1. I have more negatives than positives, so the final answer is negative 12. Okay. Let's try this one. Okay. So this is similar to the other one. Go ahead and try it. Alright, let's try it together. So I'm going to add 104 to both sides. This one is a little bit easier because I have both positive numbers. So on the left side I have X. On the right side is just 168. And I'm done. That's it. Okay. So these are the equation when I have a subtraction sign. So now let's look what we do when my equations have a positive. Okay, so this is a little bit different problem. I'm not asking you to solve it. I just want you to figure it out what the problem is with this one. Look at it. Okay, did you figure it out? Who is right, Dylan or Jean? That's right, you're correct, it's Jean. what's Dylan's problem? Dylan's problem is that he added 4 instead of taking it away. If you add 4, those 4's don't cancel each other out. I really would have x plus 8 if I do my work. Okay, if I make sure you don't go into that rhythm, oh, I did something to the left side to cancel out. Double check if it truly cancels out. So here 4 minus 4 cancel, all looks right. So the answer is negative 13. Alright. I'm gonna do another one. Okay, here's a division. So what's opposite of division? Well, there is a multiplication. So I need to multiply by whatever I'm trying to get rid of. So I'm going to multiply by negative 45. I'm gonna multiply by negative 45. Multiply by negative 45. If I multiply, that's negative 45 over 1. So these cancel out. As you can see, this one does not become 0, becomes 1. And that's good. If it will be 0, 0 times t is 0, so my variable will go away. So I really want this time, I want to have 1. So now, to the left side, t equals negative times negative is positive. So 45 times 5, that's 25, and that's 22. So it's 225. Okay? If you want to check if it works, go ahead and plug it in, the variable, right? So plug it in 225 divided by negative 45 and see if it truly equals negative 5. Okay, this one is for you. Okay, we have to multiply by 26. So W equals negative 15 times 26. That's 30. That's 9. That's 10. And that's 3. So that's 390 negative. Alright. Okay, and the final thing, multiplication. So now I have a multiplication here. I have to divide. So I'm going to divide by 4. Divide by 4 somewhere on the side. I have to divide it by 4. How many 4's in 22? That's 5. 5 times 4 is 20. Subtract 2 brings 6. How many 4's in 26? That's 6. 6 times 4 is 24. Subtract. That's 2. Bring 8. And that's 7. The answer is 5 and 67 hundredths. Equals 5 and 67 hundredths. Okay, these are the basic ones. I hope it helps. Okay, thank you.